10 out of 10, the disaster on Moore.
Look at it, Mike, on the ground, coming down.
So this is a tornado that touched down the south of Oklahoma City. It eventually grew to a massive size as it tore through the suburb of Moore. The National Weather Service says it was an EF4. Now, it reportedly grew nearly 2 miles wide with winds reaching nearly 200 miles an hour. The National Weather Service issued a rare tornado emergency, urging people to take cover immediately.
It's like on the movie Twister. There's horses and stuff flying everywhere.
The tornado caused a path of destruction measuring about 30 square miles. Take a look. This neighborhood flattened as if a bomb went off. Block after block after block of houses leveled. Even the house burst into flames after it was severely damaged by the twister. Here's what we know at this hour. At least 51 people are dead, including an unknown amount of children who were inside an elementary school that was hit. Hospitals are treating more than 140 patients, including 70 kids. Search and rescue and recovery efforts tonight will continue throughout the evening. Now, we're told the death toll is expected to rise.
On top of the devastation near Oklahoma City, a tornado touched down north of Tulsa near Vera. The smaller tornado touched down along Highway 75. This is video from one of our storm chasers, so no report of any injuries at this point.
And we're getting quite a few pictures from our viewers of a tornado north of us. This is from Carrie Sweet near Talala. There's the picture. She took this photo of the tornado in the distance. Actually was taking cover in her storm shelter. And Kim Reagan sent us these photos of the same tornado as it grew larger and barreled through the region. You can send us your pictures to weatherfix@KTOL.com. Well, getting back to more, the destruction is so widespread, our crews are struggling to bring you the story.
After hours of trying tonight, Channel 8's Bert Mumolo was unable to reach our satellite truck in Moore, so he joins us now by phone. Bert, tell me about what you encountered today.
Kristen, that scene at the school just really shakes you up, because we got there within 20 minutes of the tornado hitting, and parents were literally running there. We came up behind a woman named Jacqueline who was running there with in flip-flops. She had a toddler in her hand because she was trying to find her 2 kids. As she ran across from the parking lot, there were 12, 14 kids huddled in blankets, many of them splattered with mud from the storm that had kicked up. The teachers and counselors were trying to keep them calm. She saw her daughter named Remy. She screamed out her name. Remy came over, hugged her. She immediately began to cry just out of relief in being reunited with her mother. And her mother said, "I've got one. I got to go find my other one." She went all the way around the school, where right now rescue workers are working to try and hopefully find some survivors there, and was able to fortunately find Kai. We asked Kai, what was that like? What happened? He said, "They told me to put my hands on my head," being his teachers, and then the storm came and it tumbled on me. He had a little contusion on his head, but other than that, he was fine. Very lucky to get out there. Other parents were at the area where they're searching for the children. There was a gentleman sitting on a stool. He could pull it out of the wreckage, and he had struck up a conversation with one of the rescue workers on the other side of the tape line there, and he said, "I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere." And there was just a silence and just a reverence there.
That's more right there.
Because looking at the school was just steel beams twisted, piles of bricks.
That's in Moore, Oklahoma.
And then the whole line of people trying to do what they could just to get the debris out. Shortly after that, we spoke with one of the officers on the scene. He said we're going to be bringing out bodies soon, that some of them will be children.
All right, thanks, Bert. Horrible scene there in Moore at the elementary school. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Thanks, Bert.
And as many of you know, Moore has faced a tragedy like this before. 14 years ago on May 3rd, 1999, an F5 tornado struck that city. 36 people were killed in that storm when it damaged or destroyed more than 8,000 homes. It caused $1.1 billion in damage, making it the costliest tornado in U.S. history. And thunderstorms are still marching across the southern portion of our viewing area.
Chief Meteorologist Jennifer Zeppelin spent hours on the air this afternoon, this evening. Safe to say none of us have seen anything like this before.
No, I've been covering and tracking tornadoes, severe weather all across a large portion of the country here for the last 25 years, and watching that live footage that we were seeing from Oklahoma City earlier this afternoon was just incredible, unprecedented, no doubt about it, and could potentially be one of the strongest tornadoes that we have ever seen in recorded history here in the U.S. So when you also think back not only the outbreak in 1999, but also the Jocelyn tornado, the anniversary of that coming up on May 22nd, so just a couple of days away from now, and that was the deadliest one with more than 150 people killed. Obviously the numbers not as high as that, but still an extremely catastrophic event across the area. Want to show